We're going to start with one of my favorite cookies, Oreo. And what we're going to do is just blend those up and get 2 cups of crumbs. What we're going to be making is an Oreo crumb crust. We're going to add 4 tablespoons of melted butter to it. Got to make sure we hold it all together, don't you know? That icing in the middle, that cream filling isn't enough to keep it all together in the bottom of your plate. So you're going to get your rubber spatula and you're going to fold those ingredients together. Make sure you get all those crumbles really nice and well coated with that butter. Here's a secret. It's a little bit of a hack. Make sure you always go into the middle and the bottom of the bowl. I've made these 100 times before, and I tell you what, it is really difficult if you don't dig for the middle and the bottom of that bowl, because that's where it seems there's a little reservoir of hidden butter just hanging out waiting to just not get all over your crumbs and hold them together in your crust. So as long as you're digging out from under, starting from the middle and the bottom, you're going to get all that reservoir out and make sure that all of those crumbs are covered in butter. We're getting a really nice consistency now. You can tell it's starting to glisten just a little bit with all that fat, which we love. We're going to transfer these crumbles down into the bottom of our pie dish. I had a couple of folks compliment me on these cherry dishes. I appreciate this. I got them at Home Goods. They're super reasonably priced there, and they are so nice, heavy, durable, they dishwasher safe, all the good things. Now, once you get those crumbs in the bottom of this dish, what you're going to do is just press it down. You're going to make a flat crust bottom, and you're going to go all the way to the edges, just like we always do. We love to hit the sides and the corners. Now, for a circle, of course, we're never going to get a corner, but you do want to go all the way to the side and make sure that everything is pressed nice and flat, okay? Beautiful. Now, I've got just a little bit of crumble left on the spatula. I'm going to make sure that I get that off in there so I don't waste any of it. It's so good. There we go. Now we're looking nice. We're going to set this off to the side to go ahead and get ready for our filling. More Oreos, don't you know? I'm going to start with a cup of the crumbles this time, and I'm going to add an entire 8-ounce container of whipped topping. You can use Cool Whip. I love to use the Walmart brand. It's just cheaper. That's the only reason in the world difference for me. I think they both cook almost the same. This is just going to save me about 50 cents, so I'd use it. Now, whenever you get all that into your mixing bowl, again, you're just going to fold from the bottom. Go to the middle of the bottom and just kind of fold to the top. Now, some folks are going to tell me my mixing bowl's too small. Yes, you're probably right. But I tell you what, I love this little bowl. It is so pretty. And it doesn't make a humongous bowl to have to wash. Whenever I finish with it, it's just going to go in the sink, get a little scrub down, and right back onto the counter. These spatulas are worth their weight. Not only do they stir really well, they get all of the stuff off of the walls of the bowl, so that way you don't have to worry about missing any of those ingredients or wasting any of it. I wish you'd look at that, how nice. Oh, that's so nice. So light, very lightweight. This is a perfect summer weight dessert. It's super tasty. It's almost like an Oreo blizzard pie, to be honest with you. We're going to set that aside for right now and bring back our crust. And just pour that right there on top of all of those beautiful Oreo cookie crumbs. There we go. Perfect. Another nice thing about this filling is the fact that it is so light you can spread it really easily. Sometimes I spread things on top of crust around here and it pulls up a lot of the crust as we're spreading. You won't have that issue with this because it is so lightweight, so delicious, and it's almost like a bucket cake. You know, some pies will come up on the sides. The crust will go up to the sides of the walls of the container. This one, it's just the bottom. And so whenever you remove this, you're not going to want to do it with a knife. You're probably going to want to do it with a serving spoon or a spatula. Beautiful. Now then, once we get that all smoothed out, we're going to take another one of those 8-ounce containers of whipped topping, Cool Whip, and just scoop it right there on top. Again, use that spatula, get all that stuff out of the bottom. And then you just smooth it out just gentle as you please. Look at that, how pretty. Perfect. And again, we go all the way to the sides, and we try to make a nice swirly finish on the top, okay? Want to make sure it's real pretty. There we are. Whenever we get that all nice and flat and perfect, what we're going to do is get out more of those Oreo cookie crumbles that we did up in the blender and just sprinkle over the top. We just want to make sure this is just as beautiful as possible. And this is another way to do it. Also, this is a good way that just in case your whipped topping starts to warm up, it won't separate as easily with these crumbs on top. Take a few more of these Oreos, break them into halves, and use them for decoration for the top. And it's just that easy. It takes absolutely no time to put this thing together. It is so light, easy, delicious. Huge family favorite. Goes to barbecues and dinners just as easily. And, I mean, everybody loves an Oreo, y'all. Eat up. Woo! Yes, please.